I was the man everyone turned to for answers. At 76, I need to tell you something that took me 53 years to admit. Last week, I found a photograph. My retirement party. 200 people raising glasses to me. In the corner of that photo, barely visible, my wife stands alone. She's not smiling. That image broke something in me, because it captures perfectly what I'm about to tell you. For 37 years, I ran a construction company. Started with a pickup truck and a hammer, built it to 450 employees. People called me sir. They asked my advice. Young men wanted to be like me. At industry events, crowds gathered when I spoke. How do you do it, they'd ask. How do you command such respect? I'd smile, give them tips about leadership, vision, and backbone. What I never said was this. Every night I drove home to a house where nobody waited at the window. You know what's strange? The more successful I became, the quieter my home got. Not angry, quiet. Worse, polite quiet. The kind where your family treats you like a guest who stayed too long. I'm not here to blame anyone. I'm here because at my age you either tell the truth or take it to the grave, and this truth might save you 30 years of confusion. The moment everything changed wasn't dramatic. No heart attack, no bankruptcy, just a Tuesday evening in 2001. I came home from closing our biggest deal ever, a $40 million contract. My wife was doing the dishes. I told her the news. She said, "That's nice." Kept washing. I stood there, briefcase in hand, waiting for more. For excitement. For anything. She dried a plate, put it away, and went to watch television. That's when I knew. I was a stranger in my own home. But here's what I did instead of fixing it. I worked harder, longer hours, bigger deals, more recognition. I thought if I became important enough out there, I'd matter in here. The lie we tell ourselves, especially men, is that respect at work equals love at home. If people look up to you Monday through Friday, your family will too. Wrong. Dead wrong. Your employees respect your position. Your family needs your presence. I gave one and withheld the other. My son called last month. First time in 8 months. Not for money, he never needed that. He called because his daughter, my granddaughter, asked him, "Why doesn't Grandpa know my middle name?" He couldn't answer her, because the truth hurt too much. Grandpa was too busy being important to learn it. I had 4,000 business cards printed with CEO after my name. You know what's not on any of them? David's father, Linda's husband, Sophie's grandfather. Those titles, the ones that actually matter, I never earned. My wife stayed, 49 years of marriage, not because she loved what we had, but because she remembered what we used to be. Before the success, before the respect, before I confused being needed with being loved. She told me something last year that still wakes me at night. I didn't divorce you, but I did leave you. I just did it without moving out. When you're young, you think emotional distance is reversible. Like a business negotiation, you can always come back to the table. But relationships aren't deals, they're gardens. And I let mine die while I was building my empire. Here's what nobody tells you about being the man. It's lonely. Those people who respected me, they needed my knowledge, my connections, my approval. Not me. When I retired, my phone stopped ringing within a month. But you know who still called? My brother. The one I ignored for 15 years because he wasn't ambitious enough. He called to check if I was eating, if I needed anything. He never asked for business advice. He asked how I felt. I spent 5 decades measuring myself by the wrong scoreboard. Conference rooms knew my name. My daughter had to think twice about my birthday. You want to know what respect really looks like? It's not people standing when you enter a room. It's your child calling you first when something goes wrong. It's your wife reaching for your hand during a movie. It's knowing your grandson's favorite dinosaur. I have boxes of awards in my basement. Business Leader of the Year. Lifetime Achievement. Dust collectors. You know what I don't have? Videos of my children's school plays, their drawings from kindergarten, love letters from my wife after we got busy. The sickest part? I thought I was protecting them, providing for them. "I'm doing this for you," I'd say when I missed another dinner, another recital, another quiet Sunday. No, I was doing it for me, for my ego, for the applause of strangers. My wife developed depression in her 50s. I found out from her sister. My own wife didn't tell me she was drowning because, her words, "You had important things to worry about." I was managing millions while she was managing alone. 3 years ago at my retirement party, the one in that photograph, person after person stood up to praise my leadership, my vision, my integrity. 2 hours of speeches. My family sat at a back table. They left early. That night, in our empty house, my wife said, "They love who they think you are." She was right. They loved the performance, the role, the man who had answers, made decisions, and led the way. They didn't know I hadn't attended my mother's birthday in 5 years. I met my son's wife twice before their wedding, that I couldn't tell you my daughter's dreams because I never asked. You know when it's too late? It's not when they stop loving you. It's when they stop expecting you to change. When they plan holidays assuming you won't really be there even if your body is. I built shopping centers that will stand for 50 years, but I couldn't build a relationship that lasted 5 minutes after I left a room. The respect I chased? It's worthless. Those people who called me sir? They've already forgotten me. But my family, they're still trying to. And they can't. Because you can't forget what was never there. So here's my question for you. And think before you answer. Who knows your fears? Not your goals, your dreams, your ambitions. Your fears. The stuff you think about at 3 a.m. If the answer is nobody or my therapist, you're me. You're building a monument to loneliness. Time doesn't slow down because you're successful. It speeds up. One day, you're 35, crushing it at work, thinking you'll fix things at home next year. Then you're 76, sitting in an empty house, writing to strangers on the internet because your family is tired of your apologies. My son brought his daughter over last Tuesday. I'm trying to learn her middle name. It's Grace. She likes purple, hates broccoli, thinks unicorns are real. These facts matter more than any deal I ever closed. But she's cautious around me, polite, like I'm someone she has to be careful with. Because that's what I taught them all, that I was important. Too important to interrupt. Too important to need. I wasn't respected. I was avoiding. There's no surgery for this. No medication. No second chance to raise your children, love your wife, and know your family. There's only today. And today is already half gone. If this resonates, if you see yourself in my mistakes, you have something I don't. Time. Not much, less than you think, but some. Use it. Tonight. Not tomorrow. Tonight. Put down whatever feels important. Go find whoever matters. Tell them something true. Listen to something small. Be present for something ordinary. Because ordinary moments with people who matter, that's the fortune. The rest, the respect, the recognition, the reverence, that's just noise. I'm sharing this because maybe one of you will close your laptop after reading this and go sit with your child. Ask your spouse about their day and listen. Call your parent. Be unimportant for an hour. Trust me, as someone who got it all wrong, being forgotten by many is fine. Being unknown to yourself is hell. And it's a hell you build yourself, one important meeting at a time. If this helped you see something differently, share it. Not for me, I'm past needing anything. For someone else who's confusing busy with important, who thinks there's still time. There isn't. There never was. Start tonight. Start with one real conversation, one real moment. Before you become me, respected by everyone who doesn't matter, a stranger to everyone who does.